We were constrained by size, function, and medium. Tasked to build a functioning puzzle smaller than 2 inches by 2 inches, our company, Bug Ladies, trademark, began fabricating a 3D printed object that required 2 pieces and a minimum of 3 pegs and matching holes. Although not a written requirement, we upheld personal quality and aesthetic standards. We did a 20-minute brainstorming phase, followed by a 40-minute design phase, 60 minutes of printing, 10 minutes of polishing, and 4 seconds of assembly. Sheena first explored something cylindrical and meaningful, originally designing a smiling face with eyes for pegs. Hunter sketched an overly complex insect with jagged lines and sharp features. We compromised by collaboratively designing a ladybug with simple yet appealing features that is recognizable and unique. The original design did not have a connected wing and was oversized, but with small tweaks came to be the master product it is today.
So our pieces fit together, although it was a little tight at first. We did predict beforehand that the fit would be tight and made the holes 0.2 millimeters bigger than the pegs. However, we had to scale the design to 65% of the original drawing to fit within the constraints. Thus, the intended 0.2 millimeter gap for the fit became closer to 0.13 millimeters, so the fit was a bit tight, although we were able to fit it together and take it apart. Ultimately, we carved the hole a little wider for a better fit. If we were to do this project again, we would make sure to leave closer to 0.3 millimeters when scaled to ensure a fit that is not tight or loose. One challenge that we faced was creating a design. We had constraints that limited what we could create. We also had to brainstorm different ideas and decide between which of our 2 ideas would be the best for this problem. This relates back to systems engineering, as when designing a system or part of a system, there may be constraints that have to be considered. Additionally, designs may have to be compromised and agreed upon by different engineers in order to come up with a good solution for the system. The second main problem was our lack of experience. Neither of us had ever 3D printed something before. Thus, we had to rely on the internet and the people working at the makerspace for help. This connects to how in systems engineering, engineers may have to rely on other systems in order for their own systems to work. This could also be an example of an interdependency. The makerspace would not work without students who were using it, and students would not be able to 3D print without the resources of the makerspace. During this project, we got to learn about how to use AutoCAD to design parts, as well as learning how to export these parts into .sdls to be sliced and turned into G-codes. We also learned about how to 3D print using these G-code files. We were both very excited to 3D print something for the first time. Additionally, we liked that the project was hands-on, especially as a lot of our classes tend to be solving problems on paper. We also enjoy the creative and collaborative aspects of this project. The only thing we really disliked about the project was the waiting for the printers, but all in all, it was not too bad.